Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to episode 59 of DankShrine. You guys will have to help me in welcoming our newest team member, Sugar, who is kind of taking over as our resident translator during the week at least. Seeker's currently just busy with his own work, like he's working long hours, he's working really hard with his new job. And their times don't really line up as much anymore. So I just want to, have multiple people available. So I've decided to reach out to Sugar, who's graciously accepted and is now working with us as a translator. So, Sugar, thank you, appreciate it. Why don't you go ahead and kind of introduce yourself?
Hey everyone, my name is Austin, more known as Sugar to the StarCraft community. I've actually known Toast for the past year or two. We met for the first time in DreamHack Austin. Got to know each other, not Austin, I mean Atlanta. And
We met at Austin.
as you know, we had a lot of good times together.
Oh, wait,
No, I didn't go to Austin.
I was just saying how maybe you
Atlanta.
didn't. I remember Atlanta. Atlanta was dope.
Yeah, we went to Atlanta.
We had that dope.
A lot of awkward memories.
Yeah, but we also had that good food though.
Yes.
That's what I remember most.
Oh yeah, the good food.
And then
What was it, the Korean burritos?
Yeah,
The one that you recommended?
Yeah, it was Korean. Yeah, Taqueria. Yeah, guys, if you're ever in Atlanta, look up this place called Taqueria. It's Mexican, Korean, specifically Korean fusion, and they have like fried kimchi rice and bulgogi burritos, and I think True had like the Korean Korean fried chicken burrito. Like it was like we ate there twice. Yeah, didn't we? We ate there twice. Like day after day. Like
Yeah,
the
for
next
lunch
day.
and dinner.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it was the same day, wasn't it? Yeah, we went there for lunch and then dinner. It was that.
It was
good.
the same day, yeah.
So yeah, guys, if you are ever there, check that place out. Super good. Sorry, keep going. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Where was I? So, yeah, we met at Atlanta. Like, I've been playing StarCraft for the past, 7 to 8 years, so I'm quite experienced with the game, I guess, but as Toast here just said, I've been brought on as a translator. I've been speaking Korean for most of my life, and, I can say I'm pretty experienced with it, and I'm definitely happy to help out with the DankShrine show. So yeah, happy to be here.
Yeah, man, we're really happy to have you. And just so everyone knows, Sugar's at an Airbnb right now, which is why his camera is just like super potato-y today. I still wanted to get him on the show today, just because this is like the first week that he was available and like ready to go. We'll work on getting obviously more guests here, as the weeks come by. But I just wanted to get him on. But just note that in future weeks, his camera and microphone won't be this low quality. Just wanted to preface that. So we'll work on it. We'll work on it.
Yeah, it'll be better. Don't worry, guys.
Yeah. But anyway, so a lot of good stuff. Really great to have you, man. Super hyped to have you, be a part of the team and to, use your, your abilities here to allow us to get some great content and some great interviews. Yeah, let's just jump right into the show. Obviously we've had a lot of stuff happen. We had, since our last show, we've had WCS. Obviously we know that Cyril had won. Those were some great games. He ended up winning 4-2 over Showtime, which was pretty impressive. Showtime actually probably surprised me the most, to be honest. Like, even though Showtime is like super solid, like everyone knows that, but going off 2017 results, like he had a very, very poor year. 2016 BlizzCon champion, or not BlizzCon champion, but BlizzCon contender. Or I guess he's at BlizzCon,
And he even won that tournament 2016.
Yeah. Exactly. And then 2017, didn't do anything, was losing, in, groups, in some tournaments, wasn't making deep runs, having a tough time. But, he's a champion, he's back, to it, he's getting second place, and it's a really good start to the year, so I have high hopes for him. Now, whereas Cyril, on the other hand, he really didn't go through, a slump. He's always kind of, just been up. But this is his first time actually winning an event, and, he already won his first WCS, event of this year. So he's already secured his place for BlizzCon for the finals already, which is impressive in itself. So the rest of the year for him, he's not going to have to kind of even ever worry about it, right? Or the other guys are kind of, I got to place so high at this tournament, or this high at this tournament. Like Cyril's just going to be able to kind of do what Neve did, right? Like where you just have to worry about your games. You don't have to worry about everything else. You can just take the match.
Yeah, it must feel really good for Cyril actually.
Yeah, and he's someone I'd like to get on the show.
He can actually theoretically take the rest of the year off.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't because you want that money, but as far as like going to BlizzCon and stuff, like absolutely, like he could just chill like for the rest of the year if he wanted to. But we know, he's a hard worker, and he won't do that. But yeah, like I said, I just can't wait, just to see more from both of those guys, Showtime, and Cyril. But yeah. Kind of wanted to get away with that because we've had that going here for a little bit. But what we did want to talk about a little bit more coming up in just a couple of days actually is IEM Pyeongchang, which Seeker. I'm going to do that a couple times. I'm sorry, Sugar. Which Sugar has told me Pyeongchang is the correct pronunciation. Now, even though phonetically it's Pyeongchang for Westerners, it's Pyeongchang. So let's just take a look at that because we kind of have an interesting thing here going on. Because it's been a while since we've talked about this, since I feel like anyone's even brought it up. So let's just take a look here. So here's our bracket. Now remember, we kind of had that issue with the I got DQ'd from Pyeongchang qualifiers. So Panda Bear, me, and Special, and Sham and Scarlet are actually gonna have to play each other to make it into the round of 16. So that's gonna happen first before we even get into the main event itself. So of the following the contenders going, we have Cham, Scarlet, Panda Bear, me, Special, Laser, Nice, Stefano, Zest, Time, EGGEZ or EGGZ, Cyril, eggs. Is that how he goes? It? I forgot about the eggs.
Yeah.
I like EGGZ. Or EGGZ. It should be GG Easy.
or just take out the GG in the middle. Just call it Easy.
Yeah, Easy. Oh yeah, or GG Easy. It was a wasted opportunity. Eggs, you're stupid. No, I'm just kidding. Cyril, Kellizer, Hero Marine, DNS, SOS, Probe, Bly, and then Demi. So there's a lot of good people in that. Like that's not a super easy groups by any means. But like I said, and we're gonna go through these too. So we're gonna go through these group by group here. But I wanted to start with our North American qualifying tiebreakers because that's really depends. That's like what is gonna change the groups the most here. So let's go ahead and we'll take a look at that. So first of all, we have Scarlet versus Cham. So Sugar, who do you think is the better Zerg in that matchup?
Well, I definitely want to favor Scarlet in this situation. Like, Scarlet's shown that her ZVZ is pretty much like top tier,
right?
Considering that she knocked out Rogue from GSL.
Yeah, no, I'd have to agree. When it comes to this, just because she is GSL multi GSL qualifier. She made it through to the round of 16 this season, so she's looking excellent as far as her play goes. I definitely give her the advantage over Cham. Although Cham is good, I would guess that he might even be able to steal 2 games off her. I'm going to guess for map score, we're probably going to look at like a 3-2. And it could honestly go either way.
Yeah, 3-2, maybe even 3-1.
Yep. But I'm definitely going to favor Scarlet in that one. And then on the other side, we have Panda Bear, me versus Special. Now, as much as I love Isaac and I really would love him to just trash Special, I can't see it happening. I can't. I just don't think they're quite.
It's not gonna happen.
I just don't think they're quite on the same level. So I
mean, at least Panda Bear gets a free trip to Korea.
Right.
Like that's a nice part.
Yeah. Maybe he's able to take a map, so maybe like a 3-1. But I think more likely we're probably gonna see like a 3-0.
Yeah, probably.
So that's how it looks. Unfortunately for Isaac, but I think that's the most realistic way to look at it. All right, so we both agree. Scarlet, Special are moving on. So kind of looking at further at the lower brackets here, our first group here, a laser versus nice. I think I'd have to go with a laser, even though apparently nice is actually very good and has been playing pretty well as of late. I think I would just have to favor a laser, just off of his pedigree. We know that.
Yeah, actually, a laser. Actually, a laser and nice played at Leipzig in the playoff stage, and the laser barely beat nice 3-2. It was a very close series.
Right.
So I wouldn't be surprised if nice could take the series.
Okay, that's fair. Our next series here is going to be Stefano versus Zest. I don't.
Ooh.
As much as I love foreigners beating Koreans, Zest has actually been playing really good as of late. So I'm gonna have to say Zest. I'm gonna have to let
I'm gonna say Zest as well. Yeah.
I'm gonna let the Zest fanboy in me vote. I just don't think he can beat him. Stefano's really good, but I don't think he's beating Zest good. Right?
Maybe he'll take one map off.
Yeah. Other than that, though, I think that's a pretty tough sell. Let's see here, and then moving on, our next group we have. Let's show it to you guys here. So we would have Scarlet versus Time. So I think Time regarded as the best Chinese player at the moment, or no?
He is.
Time
the best
okay.
Chinese Karen at the very least.
Okay, fair enough. But none of the Chinese players made it past group in WCS though, so that's something we can't forget either. Even though 3 of them made it, none of them got past group stage 3. And against Scarlet, like I said, who already is a multi-time GSL qualifier, and she if I'm not mistaken, didn't Time stay at the team house last year?
I'm trying to think. I think I do remember seeing him there, and he did qualify for Kodas last year as well.
Okay, so so the reason why I bring that up is because I feel like Scarlett would even she probably scrimmed him at some point, and she probably has a decent idea how he plays. Mm-hmm. It's not like where some of these Chinese players where it's they get into these tournaments and some of the foreigners had never they've never played each other ever, and they don't even know what to expect. So it's not one of those situations, luckily.
Mm-hmm.
But
I still think that Time has a really good chance against Scarlet, and I would even slightly favor Time, just because of its WESG results, the WESG Asia qualifier.
Okay. I'm definitely gonna think Scarlet. I just think we know what she's capable of, even though Time's a very good player. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna take Scarlet. It'll be close though. I think that'll probably be a 3-2, 3-1. But I'm definitely gonna favor Scarlet in that matchup. Next we have Eggs versus Cyril. I'll be honest, I don't really know a lot about Eggs. I have no.
Yeah, I mean, me too. I think I've played Eggs on the ladder a couple times before.
Okay.
And I would definitely favor Cyril. I think this is going to be completely one-sided.
I think you'd have to, right? Cyril, obviously, just winning WCS and being Cyril in general, and so many people are already afraid of Cyril that there's no way I can even come up with a reason that Egg should be able to beat him. In my head, right?
Yeah.
Cyril's
just that scary.
Yeah, and also Eggs is just so much of a non-factor. I think that it's just okay. I'm glad that he, it's cool that he got to go to Korea, but I just don't think that that's gonna be, all right.
Yeah, I think Eggs even taking a single map off of Cyril would be a huge upset.
Yeah. Not to say, and it might be a good game. There's definitely going to be good games. I think most of these are actually going to be pretty damn competitive. A laser nice, like we said, they're going to be close. I think Stefano versus is going to be fun games to watch, as well as Scarlet versus Time. I think Cyril versus Eggs will probably be our first bop. where like I feel like those are going to be some pretty quick games.
I think this is actually going to be our most one-sided series in the round of 16.
Yeah, I agree. Saying that, I think our next series though is going to be one of the most entertaining, even though it's a TVT, is Kellizer versus Hero Marine. I think that one's just like super interesting, right? Like having Diego play Gabe. Like I think like they play, just like Kellizer. It was able to come up with like kind of like that medevac thing. Like he's able to come up with his own things, and like Hero Marine obviously just like super solid, like has good macro. So like I'm kind of excited to see those two play, just to kind of see, because they're kind of like opposite ends of the Terran world, right? Like they're both really good at what they do, but they do not play at all like each other. So I'm really excited to see like how that matchup goes.
Yeah, and I actually can't tell who's gonna win this match.
Yeah, I think this will be
gonna
honestly
be very very close.
I think this one and one farther down will be very close, but this will definitely be the closest. I think this is a 3-2 either way. I think it's either 3-2 Kellizer or 3-2 Hero Marine.
I want to give the slight edge to Kellizer, actually. I don't know why. I just feel like he'll do better.
That's fair.
Just a gut feeling, though.
I want Diego to win. I mean, everyone knows that I'm a huge Diego fan. I'm a Diego OG. I mean, I was cheering for him when he was just a Reaper all-inner. But yeah. I think Diego can take it. Next we have DNS versus SOS. That's I don't think. I always feel like shit when I feel like the foreigner isn't even gonna be a challenge. But like, how can you honestly if someone's like, do you think DNS can beat SOS? No.
Maybe. Maybe.
Does my life my life on the line? Like, I don't think. I mean, he might be able to take a map. This might be a 3-1, but I just don't see DNS beating SOS. I'm sorry, DNS. I know you're a great dude.
SOS is definitely the heavy favorite.
Obviously, nothing personal, but yeah, SOS just the final boss, right? Like, no, I don't think it can happen.
Yeah,
that's just kind of like bad luck, I guess. But yeah. Melty SC coming in with the 4-month resub. Thank you, my dude. Appreciate the support. Going in here now, this is the other group that I was kind of talking about, that I think is going to be more fun to watch, and it could be close. Is Probe versus Bly. I'd actually be interested to wonder. I wonder what their record versus each other is. Maybe you could pull that up on a Ligulac. What their score versus each other.
Well, actually, speaking of the records, I actually looked up their history against each other, and Probe and Bly actually did play at Leipzig in Group Stage 3.
Oh, you did.
Where Bly beat Probe 2-0.
You already happened to look that up. Perfect. You're way to read my mind. What about prior to that? Did they have any matches prior to that?
Oh, I didn't look up prior to that. I was just looking at WCS results, because that's the most recent tournament they played in.
Right. Well, I just wondered. I wonder if they have played each other much before that, though. Because here's the thing. Like, let's say they haven't, right? Let's say they haven't played each other very much, and that's like one of the first times that they've really had a chance to play against each other, right? Probe kind of has an idea of how Bly will play against him now, right? Because we know that Bly is really wacky, right? Like Bly does Bly things, right? Like he has his own brand of Zerg. And if you beat him, it's kind of safe to say that he'd do something similar against Probe again. He's like, oh, I 2-0'd him. If I just do the same things, there's a good possibility I could just do it again, right? Where if Probe changes how he plays, he might have a better chance of beating him, because maybe he played. Because I can't recall their game in Group Stage 3, and I don't even know if it was casted. But let's say Probe played super safe, and Bly, we know Bly played super greedy. Probe wasn't able to do anything, right? Well, now what if we flip it? What if Probe gets aggressive, then he's able to take advantage of Bly? Something like that. He'll have a better chance now of beating him than he did before, if they had not played prior. But anyway, I think that'll be an interesting match, especially because of those WCS results. But I don't know. What do you think? Who?
I actually looked up I looked up their history on Oligulek,
Mhm.
and the last time they played each other before Leipzig was in February 2017. So it was like a year ago.
Okay, so they don't have a whole lot of time playing each other, really.
Yeah, no history. Yeah,
Okay. Hmm. So yeah. So what do you think for a score prediction?
I think Bly's still gonna win,
You think so?
but it'll be like a 3-1 and maybe even a 3-2.
Okay. I have a hard time not betting on Bly, but that's also bitten me in the ass before. You know, when I'm just like, oh,
I mean, Bly will
I'm
do
like,
this. Like
I'm like so
he'll make you
confident.
believe in him.
Yeah, I'm like so confident. I'm like, dude, Bly, like, oh, are you kidding me? How do you not bet on Bly? And then like he gets roasted, and it's like, what the fuck? What did I?
Hashtag Bly on fire.
Yeah, like literally, like so is my, you know, never mind. Anyway, but yeah, I'll go. No, I'll go for the upset. I'll go 3-2 Probe. I think Probe. I think Probe comes in with something ready for him this time.
Yeah.
I think he has something prepared this time around, and I don't think he'll necessarily fall for the same shenanigans the second time.
And like, I think all these players will be prepared for each other, considering that they've known these matchups far in advance.
Yeah.
So they had a lot of time to like research their opponents and prepare their builds.
Yeah, exactly. Although, one thing I will say that might be at a disadvantage for Probe is he's literally been traveling like nonstop. He has not been home now for like a solid like 2 months. It
For
feels
like a month, basically.
I think it's been longer than that.
Oh, even longer.
Yeah. So yeah, I feel like you said yeah, I feel like it's even longer, but and that might be a disadvantage. I mean, it could be an advantage. Maybe like there's a chance he won't be as jet lagged, right? Because he's already kind of like has like a different sleep schedule. But we'll just kind of have to see. And then that'll bring us actually to our last match here. So we're gonna have Demi versus who it'll be Special is what we decided. So Demi versus Special.
I think that's also going to be completely one-sided. Not going to lie.
But Demi's been playing pretty damn good as of late. I don't know how many.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I actually haven't seen any recent Demi games though.
Okay. From what I know from like OSC stuff, and like talking with Eddie, like Demi's been playing, like pretty damn hot like as of late. So I don't know. I think that one could be closer than you think it's gonna be. But I don't think he's gonna win though. Unfortunately, I'm sorry, Demi. I think Special will win that one. But I think we're probably looking like a 3-1. I think he might be able to take a map.
I mean, I'd love to see Demi do well.
Yeah, it's just, is it gonna happen? Probably not. Like you're never in a good position getting matched up against Special. Like that's never who you want to play.
Yeah.
Unless you're a Korean player, and
it's just like shitty luck.
Yeah. So it is what it is. But yeah, I don't think it's gonna be even. Like you said, it's that's a tough one. But yeah, I think it's gonna be like a 3-1 Special. I can't see it going any other way really.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I'm leaning more towards a 3-0, but a 3-1 would be cool too.
Like I said, I think he definitely has it in him to take a game. I think he does. Mm-hmm. Just for what it's worth. But yeah. Anyway, so that's our preview for Pyeongchang. So make sure you guys tune into that, and that is starting in 4 days. Let me look here. Let me just look so I can give you guys the official.
It starts on the 5th.
6 days. So 6 days. Yep.
Yeah. No, actually, no, 4 days.
4 days? Oh.
Yeah, according to Wikipedia.
Yep, 4 days.
Starts
I'm sorry.
in 4 days and 35 minutes.
Yep, you're right. My bad. Okay, yep. So 4 days actually. So that's even better. Even better. Mm-hmm. So yeah, make sure you guys can obviously tune into that. So be sure to do so, because obviously we always want to root for the foreigners in these global events. I wanted to just we'll be moving on into our next section here, but I just want to take a moment to to thank everyone who supports the channel. Thank everyone who subs and subscribes. Thank you to all our new YouTube subscribers. If this is the first time, I know you might even be watching the show since we got 400 or 500 new subs in this last sub push, due to that Reddit thread that Troy put out there. Thank you guys. I hope you like the content. Be sure to follow us on Twitch as well, twitch.tv/DankShrine, because it all helps. But I appreciate everyone doing that. You guys are the best. Thank you to our sponsor, Sloth Esports. A little announcement with Sloth. So we're going to be getting the mouse pads here pretty soon. I talked with... excuse me. I talked with Stefan over there, and he's going to be sending those over soon. So as soon as we get those, we're going to start doing the giveaways. I think we'll do one a month, but I wanna get it started out right. So once we get those, and I'll do a better announcement. But once we get those, we're going to obviously give away the mouse pad, but then along with it, we're also going to be giving away a Razer Chroma Naga. Razer Naga Chroma. I guess technically it would be the Razer Naga Chroma. So we're giving away this nice MMO mouse. I know it's not perfect for StarCraft, but I've actually played with it. It's a very nice mouse. This is obviously brand new, so you'll get an opportunity for a brand new Sloth Esports mouse pad and to win a brand new Razer mouse. So that'll be our first giveaway, and there'll be more about that too. But it's gonna be a big one, so it'll be across a multi thing. So you'll need to be obviously subscribed to Twitch, like us on Twitter. That whole shebang. You'll see it. You'll know it when that one comes, because there'll be a lot of hype for that one. But yeah, anyway, just moving on again. Just wanted to give props to them as our sponsors, and wanted to give back to you guys, obviously, and do some giveaways here. But anyway, let's move on into our next topic here, in what is going to be the group nominations. So last night, okay, earmuffs, everyone, earmuffs. Don't look at this. Okay, fair warning. Last night it was
spoilers.
Yep. Spoilers. Hero won and Maru won. So if you didn't know, now you know. So they obviously made it through into the next groups. Okay, so yeah. Anyway, so we want to go over groups. So this is group nominations. So Group A, we're going to have Innovation, Leenock, Zest, and Scarlet. Now, that one's tough for me, to be honest. That one seems clear. Okay, I think we can both agree very quickly. Innovation gets out. Realistically, I don't think there's a way.
There's no arguing about that.
Okay, but now getting out second, because I can see Scarlet beating Zest, right? I can see that happening. Her playing her best.
Yeah, weirdly enough, I can see that happening too.
And
it's
then
so weird.
And then I can see her beating Leenock, right, in a ZVZ. But I don't want to doubt Leenock, right? Because a lot of people were doubting him, coming into this season, he's half retired, Well, guess what? He just signed with Titan, X1 or whatever it is, I'll just call it Titan. He signed with Titan, went out there and kicked ass, in his groups. So I don't know if I can doubt him. So honestly, I obviously Innovation first, but I honestly can't pick. I think any one of them,
even in the group selection ceremony, everyone was giving Leenock shit.
Yeah.
But Leenock could pull the upset.
Yeah, exactly. I don't want to doubt him. That's how you lose, right? When you doubt someone like that, and they just take advantage of it. But I don't know, and some people
I think this is the best possible group for Scarlet.
I mean, some people might be like, "You guys are ridiculous. You're just being a foreigner, fanboys." I'm really not. Scarlet can beat Zest, and Scarlet can beat Leenock. Scarlet can really even beat Innovation, and she's done it. Yeah, yeah, exactly. So but that's such a tight group. Leenock might have he might be at the bottom of my list for getting out. But the list doesn't go that it's okay, so it's Innovation, right? And then it's like, I think, Zest, Scarlet, Leenock. Like, they're all very close to each other.
Exactly. Close.
Exactly. So I think it could go. I think innovation first, but then I literally think, like I said, any of the other three could get out. I literally don't see a way that they don't get out.
Like, so like for my prediction, like I still think Zest is gonna make it out of the group.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's still my opinion, but it would be so exciting to have Scarlet make it to the round of 8.
Oh yeah, super hype. I think this is the first time the foreigner made it to the round of 16. No, wait, did someone make it to the round of 16 last season?
No, like foreigners, like I think ever since Naniwa have never made it to the round of 16.
Right. That was the statistic I was gonna quote, but I couldn't remember if someone had made it last season. For sure, no one's made it to round of 8 in like a really long time. I mean, who was the farthest foreigner? Was it? I want to say it was Jinro, like in GSL, like
it was
3?
Jinro, yeah.
When he was like him in the finals, wasn't it? Wasn't it like maybe it was
really early on,
or maybe it was like quarterfinals. Maybe it was like top 4, and it was like him.
He made it to the semifinals.
Did he?
Because like I remember that GSL, it was him versus Idra in the round of 8.
Right.
So we had a guaranteed foreigner in the semifinals.
It was, and I remember who he played. He played MC, so it was Genro MC, and he lost to MC. But I want to say he was even close. Like I think it was like a 3-2. Like it wasn't like it was even like a walkover. So that's pretty exciting to have a foreigner that could possibly take. Because if you look at some of these other people, like in some of these other groups getting through, it's like I still think Scarlett's got a decent shot even in the next round if she makes it. But okay, yeah. But yeah, okay. So can you see a clear the next person to get out of that group
for Group A?
Yeah.
I mean, it's honestly not clear. Like I'm still gonna say Innovation and Zest are gonna make it out.
Mm-hmm.
But the second place finisher is like very close.
Okay, that's fair. I can't pick. I honestly can't. I don't think it's. It's just so close. I can't. Like I just can't. That's all I can say. I just can't. I can't do it. Spooky hosting us with 13 viewers. Spooky, thank you for the host, guys. Welcome to the show. Hope you enjoy it. Group B, we've got Sue, Alive, Dark, and TY. This is a tough group too, right?
Oh.
Like this is a scary.
Yeah.
This is a scary group. So, okay, let's break this. Let's break this one down by match because I think this one you kind of got to break down by the matches here. Mm-hmm. So we're gonna have Sue versus Alive play the first game, and then Dark versus TY the second game. So I think Sue beats Alive. I think that one's clear cut, right?
I agree. Yeah.
So Sue will obviously move on, and then what do you think? Dark versus TY.
I think Dark is gonna win that.
I'm feeling the same thing. I think Dark, obviously, one of the best Zerg players. Like I can't count against Dark. Mm-hmm. It's too much. And
like Dark and TY even played in some Korean show match called like the Onpoon Invitational or something like that, and Dark just completely shut down TY.
Yeah, he has not been playing like his past self for some reason. So that's a tough one. Mm-hmm. That's a tough one. But I'm gonna take Dark too. So it'll be Sue versus Dark for the winners match, and I'm gonna take Sue. I think Sue. I don't think it's late enough for Sue to have to worry yet, right? Mm-hmm. So I think Sue gets out, and leaving Dark in the up down. Now let's go to the other side. Or what do you think? What do you think?
Well, I think Sue and Dark make it out of the group, but it's just a matter of who makes it on what order.
Right. Okay. So then we would have Alive versus TY. I actually think Alive beats TY. Strangely enough.
You think so? Really?
I think Alive has actually been playing super good as of late. I think he's proved that by even getting into group stages. So, I think he gets through. Well, and then he's gonna play. No, then he'll play.
I really like TY.
Yeah,
and I want him to make it through, but it's gonna be really hard.
I agree. Yeah, so I mean, so for me, that would put it with Sue, and then Alive versus Dart to get through, and that's a fucking tough one to pick too. I don't know. I think
I still think Dark is gonna win.
see this is why it's tough. Obviously, like round of 32, for GSL, it's pretty easy to pick who goes through. There might be one or two groups where it's I just don't know, tasteless. Like it could be anyone, but on these ones, it's like fuck, like that's a tough group. Like that's hard to pick.
Also stacked, yeah.
Yeah, like that's a tough group. I think I think that's a 3-2 game either way. I think either Dark or Alive gets through. And I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's unrealistic to think that TY gets 0-4 or gets 4-0'd, but crazier things have happened, I guess.
It could happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could happen.
But we both agree we think Sue will get out. I think that's the common denominator that we have, at least for this group. So, guys, I don't know what you think. I think that's a tough group to pick, but you'll have to make your picks, and you have to stick to them. Because that's tough. That's tough. Yeah. Anyways, I did want to take a moment here to address some of the guys who are coming in. Guys, welcome. Hope you're enjoying the show. If y'all are new, we do this once a week where we break down the latest StarCraft 2 news, and we also have a lot of guests on. Some of them are Korean, some are European, some are North American. So if you kind of like the idea of some interviews or kind of like a news show, hit that follow button or even subscribe if this is something that you'd like to support. But either way, enjoy the show. So Group C, we've got Gumiho, Classic, Deer, and Maru. Again,
that's a tough group.
Group.
As well.
It's a tough group. Like I'm just repeating myself, dude. We're a broken record, but damn.
Yeah, tough group.
We haven't even talked about Group D.
I actually got so pissed.
What's
I was
that?
like watching the VOD of the group selection. And when Gumiho selected Classic, I was like, why? Why would you do such a thing? Like, what are you doing bringing Classic into your group? He's so good right now.
He's confident. Gumi's confident.
Yeah.
That's what he is. Gumi God, right?
Gumi bro. Yeah.
Gumi bro.
Yeah.
What's bear in Korean?
Kom.
Oh, that's right. Never mind.
Like Kom TV. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kom.
I don't know where I was going with that. Forget it.
Bear. Where are we going with it?
I don't know. I was
We're gonna call like Gumiho like the big friendly bear.
Yeah, like the bear toss or something. Yeah, like he's kind of like a bear. Anyway, moving on. I don't know where I was gonna go with that tangent. But yeah, so Gumiho Classic. Yeah, I mean he picked him. I mean he must think he can win.
Yeah.
But I don't know. That's a tough one, dude. And then Deer and having Maru in your group. Now Maru, unlike TY, has been playing well. Maru looks good. So
you say that, but Maru just played in his round of 32 group, like before the group stage selection, and he got destroyed by Keen in the macro games.
Yeah,
like he only got to the round of 16 by cheesing the heck out of him.
Yeah, but I had predicted Keen to get out actually, because I thought Keen looked actually really good. I thought like Keen was kind of like my dark horse pick. So let's see. The real question here, then, okay. So let's because I think Deer can beat Maru. So then I'm looking at like either a Deer Gumi or a Deer Classic game, and then that's tough.
Like call this my Terran bias, but I still think Protoss is like pretty strong in the TVP matchup. So like I think Classic gets out no matter what, and then I think it'll be an issue of Gumiho versus Deer, and I think Deer will be favored in that matchup.
But again, let's just not forget though that Gumiho picks Classic. Like he picked him, so he has got to be confident in his TVP. So maybe he has a
plan.
Yeah, he must have something prepared. So in just because of that, I'm gonna give Gumiho the edge. I'm going to give him the edge over Classic. So I'm going to say Classic's got to play Deer in a PvP. I still think it's going to come down to Gumiho playing Deer though for the second place match though, right? Like I still feel like that's going to be the case here. So I guess if you think about it like that, I think if Gumiho's confident versus Classic, he's probably confident versus Deer. Because if I'm looking at Classic, I'm looking at Deer.
Yeah.
I think I'm more scared of Classic, right?
Yeah, definitely.
So I think if he's confident in his TVP that he can beat Classic, I think he could also beat Deer. So I'm gonna say Classic Gumiho, and I'm gonna say that definitively.
I agree. Yeah.
So and that might be a little bit biased since I do like Gumiho a lot, and since he is part of Sidestorm, but I just have a feeling, right? Like every now and again, you just get a feeling, guys, about one of those players. Like I don't know. It was like Keen. It was like Keen in the last group where I was like, you know what, like, and he beats Maru in a TVT. It's like I think Keen can get out of this group. I'm just saying, like, and everyone thinks I'm crazy, but it's like it almost happened. Okay, like the feeling wasn't 100% right, but it was pretty close. So, so we can. I think we're both in agreement on that. So that brings us to Group D, the Protoss group.
Oh boy.
So
I'm sweating a bit.
Yeah, right. It's getting warm in here. Woo!
Sucks for these guys.
Well, I mean, they only have to practice for one match. I honestly feel
like...
Yeah,
but it's PvP though.
Right. Okay. So
like, you don't want to be stuck in a PvP group.
Right. Okay. So let's go over this. Let's go over this. Match by match. Right. Okay. Stats versus Trap. I think stats. In this one, I think stats. I think this is a close one though.
It's going to be close though.
But I think stats gets through on this one. Okay. So we're in agreement on that. Okay, so then we have Hero SOS. I've got a real hard time with this one. Because
I think SOS is gonna beat Hero.
Because both of them can play. Because both of the you think SOS?
Yeah.
But both of them can play like macro, or both of them can just be like cheesy little shits. Right? Like they both have that in them. And both of them are known for doing like weird like Protoss shenanigans. So like I don't know. I've got a this is
they're both super tricky.
Yeah. Like this is honestly of all the games, and in mirror matchups, I don't say what you will. I think all mirror matchups kind of suck. But I'll be honest, this is one of the games I'm looking forward to the most of any of these games. Besides maybe like Scarlet's games in Group A, but of any of the other ones, like this is the one I want to watch the most. Is Hero versus Sue, because I just have no idea. Because it could just be so close.
Like they're gonna mind game each other so hard.
Exactly. That's so that's a game 5, right? For sure. Mm-hmm. So that's a 3-2 either way. Do you think Trap's the odd man out in this one at least? Like I think Trap's good, but I don't think Trap has it in him to go up with these guys.
I mean, Trap's PvP is really good. Maybe it's gonna be really close.
Maybe Trap could beat Hero though. Mm-hmm. But I don't know if he'll have that opportunity, because if Hero can beat us, you know what? Okay, I think Stats beats Trap. I think SOS beats Hero. I think SOS beats Stats, and SOS goes out first. Mm-hmm. I think Trap beats Hero, or Trap beats, Hero.
Hero.
And then it'll be Stats versus Trap to go out, and I think Stats. So I think it'll be SOS Stats in that order.
Yeah, it's so hard to predict this group though.
And again, it's because it's all PvP,
And Trap, I really don't want to count Trap out. Like he's a PvP specialist, I'd say.
Well, let's not forget this too. The patch just hit, so they're going to be playing on new patch, which means we're going to be using disruptors again. So,
boy.
So that could play an effect in this game, right? Like I don't know that for a fact, but we could see that have somewhat of an effect on this matchup.
Mm-hmm. And the thing is, this group isn't happening for another 3 weeks, so
So they're
These
gonna have,
guys are
yeah,
gonna have a lot of practice.
yeah, they're gonna have a ton of practice. They're gonna have a ton of time to mind game each other and you know and build up for this game. This is,
Yeah.
I think this is honestly one of the tougher groups. I mean, they've all been tough, but yeah, just one of the tougher ones to even try to come up with an idea.
Like I'm so glad this is happening like on the good time for North America. Like I'm actually gonna be able to catch this live,
Right?
and
Yeah,
it's gonna be
the
such a
good ones
cluster
for
fun.
NA are going to be the ones we want to watch the most is Scarlet and the Protoss group. So, I mean, I'll watch all of them, but
Yeah.
those are easier for for us to watch, of course. But oh man, but yeah, that's obviously group nominations, guys. Let us know what you think. Tweet at us on Twitter. At DankShrine and give us your predictions for each group. If you're able, I tell you what, if you're able to, I'll say this right now. You've got until Group A's done. To send me a tweet. If you're able to predict each group who gets out, you'll win a free mouse pad.
Ooh.
So tweet your answers at me, and if you win, you'll get a free Sloth Esports mouse pad. It looks something like this, except for new. So if you're able to come up with the proper order for that, it doesn't have to be an order. I'll give you that much. You don't have to get the order, but if you can pick,
I mean, like it's so hard to like guess the correct order.
yeah.
So.
Yeah, I'm not gonna make you pick who gets out first and who gets out second perfectly. But if you can pick out who gets out correctly in general of each group, we'll get you one. We'll get you one. That's crazy. There's gonna be some awesome games. We got a great month coming into StarCraft here. I'm super excited. So
Gonna be some good games.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, remember to tweet your answers at us at DankShrine on Twitter for the chance to win that mouse pad. That pretty much brings us to the end of the show. We kind of just had a little quickie today. Wanted to introduce you guys to Sugar, give him an opportunity to get on the show. I'm going to work on either getting... this will be a weekend show, Sugar, so and you may not even have time for this, so don't worry about it. But I'm either going to try to get on Sarah or Showtime to talk with us either this weekend or next weekend about WCS and kind of what's going on with them. Otherwise, you can look forward to our the weekly show next Wednesday, same time, 9 p.m. Eastern. Every week, guys, we're going to be on no matter what, just reviewing the weekly news. But yeah, thank you for everyone who watched. Really appreciate you guys. Thanks for those who showed up. Hit that follow button if you like the show. If you like to support the show, hit that sub button. Send in a donation. All our donations are currently going towards getting us to DreamHack Awesome for this year to provide even more content for you guys. And we're actually going to be doing day of content from the player pit. So I'm going to be in the pit doing interviews with the players that day, which will be uploaded day of. So there'll be no downtime for those. So those will get uploaded directly to YouTube. We'll tweet them out. You guys will be able to see those day of and see how those players are feeling about their matches coming the next day, right? So those are going to be like in the moment, like most up-to-date interviews ever. We'll try to do them live. It kind of doesn't work the best because of how many people are there. So like the Wi-Fi is usually pretty spotty, and even the 4G, even though like I have like unlimited, like I have like a mobile setup for that, because there's so many mobile devices in the area, sometimes the mobile network gets bogged down. But either way, we're going to make sure that we get you guys day of content. So if that's something that you guys like, you can send in those donations. That's what that money goes towards. But yeah, thank you again, Sugar, for joining us, and welcome to be a part of the team. Again, thank you very much.
Yeah, no problem. I'm glad to be on the show. Looking forward to all the future shows from now on.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Glad to have you. And then, yeah, for those YouTubers, again, thank you guys for all those subs. Welcome to the 400 plus of you to the show. Hope you enjoy it. I'm actually going to drop a link for the donations because I know that a lot of these, maybe only view on YouTube and you feel like you don't have an opportunity to support. I'll drop that support link into the YouTube just for the off chance that maybe one of you guys really likes the idea of being able to help out and really likes our content as well. But thank you guys very much for all the support, for all the follows, for everything you do for us. We just want to make sure we give back to you, the community, to who we love. So we'll see you guys next week live on Wednesday, again, 9 p.m. Eastern. And yeah, take it easy from here. We'll see you.
All right. Yep. See you guys.